verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats, I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining, no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas, I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time, it's showtime. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking, we bringing back Motown. No staring this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's time for me. I'm getting locked up down with the big crowd. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really get it took, but my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly yourself. Don't make way for a prodigy. Touchdown in the new town, I already.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rockin' Superdome here in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, it's the Monday conclusion to what's been an amazing Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Cardinals of Oklahoma City taking on the New Orleans Saints. What a weekend it's been already. One more to get through on this Monday night, and we are underway here in the Wild Card round. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They start the drive with Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing now is Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Again, it's Cook trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stopped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Cook. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
What now? 808.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara able to fight through 1 tackle. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed him off with that run.
What's up?
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And this one's incomplete.
Everyone see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
29. That's up.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes the Saints punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Returning it is Moore. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. From the gun, Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball in the quarterback's hands quicker. Maybe
under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a 2nd and 2. Kamara trying to right side. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 38 yards. And the Saints will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team owns it away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Murray. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Here's 3rd and 9. Murray now. Setting up the screen for Cook. Loose inside the 30. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to the ground, Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Williams will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Calling a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Williams is in. Touchdown, Arizona.
I tell you what, this was a much-needed drive and a much-needed touchdown at the end of this drive. They had not done much of anything in this first half, but here they put all the pieces together, and they get the score right before the half.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
After the turnover, here's Murray. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second down and a yard. Shotgun now from Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, 734. Put that down. 694. That's up.
To throw his Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now a play fake. Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
637. White.
Back to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Carr. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 25. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Garrett Williams. And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. 69 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Murray now on first down. He'll buy some time right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. They run it again with Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's second and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. Third and 10. Third down. Here's a run by Cook. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Prater's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Later one. 93. 93.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myjai Sanders. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play.
And a lane slow materializing there as he gets maybe a yard up to the 45.
Play action. Now it's Murray. In trouble, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan, his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Carr's throw complete there to Thomas.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Carr now on 1st down.
To the sideline and incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
29. Express. 734.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
93.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He gets it to Thomas. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, 734.
Carr now to throw. And that's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Lutz is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Cook again. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 115 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. On 2nd down, Cook. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. Now Murray. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's 1st and 10.
Raider one. That's up.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. They find some open field here. And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's 2nd down. They run it again with Kamara.
Short game last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
637. Express.
Throwing his car. And that's caught inside the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Jet sweep. Carr backs it forward.
Well, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
2nd and 6 coming up. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
Easy, kill. What's up?
A busy night continues for Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words. Make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Again, it's Kamara. And for one of the
first times tonight he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, this is what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
We got London on the
Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers.